Hello everybody, this is Ian from Hyper. Today I want to explain to you a questions that I get asked a lot. Is the Liberator series, a very popular Liberator series, a Dragonboat blade? No, it's not. It's an Outrigger blade. But of course you can use it for Dragonboat training. Why? Because Dragonboat paddles are literally only 7 inches wide. This is 8.5, right? This is 133 square inches. This is about 106 square inches. This holds more water. So they are what are called similar shapes, but they train the same machine, which is you. You are the human biological machine. You will obviously do more load training, more power, more anaerobic load than using this, right? So whatever applies in Dragonboat also applies in Outrigger. So let's talk about this. This is everybody's traditional teardrop blade, where it's 9.5 inches wide. This is only 8.5, but the surface area of this is only about 124 square inches, right? It's 9.5 inches wide. It's about 24 centimeters, right? This is 799 square centimeters, and this is about 858. So you're holding a lot more water. So even in Outrigger, right, you have more power on every stroke. Understand this ability to run it along the boat closer. So there's no such thing as a Dragonboat blade or an Outrigger blade, because what matters is what works. Why? A wider blade entry like this, look at this. When you enter the water, a wide entry, you have to have a very good soft entry, right? And then as it gets narrow and narrow, when you pull it through the water comes from the back and fills in through the front. When you have a linear blade like this, look, when you enter, it enters narrower than the typical teardrop. We make the best teardrop, by the way. But if you have to choose, this has a cleaner, easier entry, and when you sprint with the blade through the water, a narrow shape is easier to move through water than a wider blade, even though this has more surface area. So the math is very simple. I can do more faster at a lower work effort than a typical teardrop. Now I know this is traditional, right? But look, how is the sport ever going to progress if you don't try this, right? Because the square rectangle paddle is not a new concept. Well, of course, they do flat ones, not concave ones like this, but it's been around in every ancient paddling culture. Whether it's in Papua New Guinea to Brazil to Tahiti, we've always had long, deep paddles, because even the ancients knew the power comes from deep water, long and deep. This is the 7.75 version. There are 3 different sizes. You can see, right? Same construction. Dragonboat paddlers use this, especially women, for load training. The guys use this for load training, right? And I race with this because I can train or can race at a lower stroke rate and get the same boat speed. So every extra stroke I take is a waste of energy. So every one I save is a benefit. So think about it from those terms.